everybody, happy holidays and welcome to Arabesque, the New Year's special. We have had a fantastic 2013 here at Arabesque with countless exciting events in theater, art, film, and other cultural events from the Middle East and North African communities right here in London. Today, we're going to take you back to some of our most exciting meetings with artists and some of our favorite moments. First up, two of the biggest events this year included Art 13, the most diverse new arts fair in the UK, and It's a Project, the opening of a new creative hub in London. We got to see some amazing artworks and meet with the very people running these events. Born in 1957 in Senegal, Nadim Karam now lives and works in Beirut. In 1996, he established Atelier Hapsiris, a satellite grouping of young Lebanese architects and designers that seeks to create an original urban vocabulary through large-scale art installation and architectural works for various cities worldwide. Karam's work has appeared in numerous solo and group exhibitions worldwide as well as biennales, including Venice, Liverpool, and Gwangju. His sculpture series, Closets and Closets, is currently on display at the Institut du Monde Arabe in Paris. Past publications include The Cloud, The Desert, and The Arabian Breeze. A forthcoming monograph will be published by Skira in 2013. Nadim Karam's multidisciplinary approach incorporates painting, drawing, sculpture, and writing. Fusing various cultural influences, Karam's work transcends social, political, and national borders, forming a unique pictorial language replete with recurring symbols and with its own original characters and narratives. They form an alphabet of sorts, in what is an ongoing, sometimes absurdist exploration of the creative power of dreams. 24,735 people in total have wandered around the bright, huge Grand Hall in Kensington, visiting what has now become the most dynamic art fair to launch in London in over a decade. Art 13 welcomed artists, galleries, and collectors from across the world and attracted 129 galleries from 30 countries. The fair drew a crowd of prominent individuals, from celebrity names to international art world figures, and was also attended by some of the world's most influential museum directors and curators. It is safe to say this event was a huge deal. The director of this hugely popular event, Stephanie Diekbos, was deservingly happy with the results as she spoke to us about the initial idea, the highlights, and the turnout.
The idea really has developed from various angles. Obviously, me and the founders of the fair here were very much involved in Art HK and the Hong Kong International Art Fair, but we're all based in London and our heart lives here, and we felt that there were a lot of changes happening over the past decade in the London art world, and that it was becoming so global that we felt that we wanted to create a fair that would reflect the changes within the global art world in London.
Music-wise, we have enjoyed music from all over the Middle East, including fusions with other types of music such as pop, rock, and blues. Two of the highlights this year were Abdulkader Sadoun and the multinational band Karama. For me personally, my favorite moment was trying to learn the tabla. Born in Morocco, Soufiane Saihi has known he wanted to be a musician at a very young age. He started singing with a choir when the family moved from the very small town he was born in, and first tried the violin, but shortly stopped as the violin was considered a part of popular music, connected to songs about drinking and other unacceptable behavior. So Soufiane went back to the drawing board and decided to go with oud, the Arabic ancestor to the modern-day guitar.
I remember when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I had this weird dream. I had a fever actually, and I had a cupboard in my room, and I kept seeing a guitarist with long hair jumping up and down inside the cupboard. And I went and told my mum about it, and she came and she said it's fine. She just closed the cupboard again, and I waited until she left, opened it again, and the guy was still there. So the next day I asked her to take me to a youth centre, so I joined the choir, and that was my first experience with music.
Back at the festival, I myself was playing an Arabic instrument, the tabla. Well, at least trying. So I'm going to try to get this right. You guys are going to get to take part of the Young Artist of the Year award in the Mosaic Rooms in Kensington. Wish me luck.
Rhyme music basically was born, I would say, in North Africa, in Algeria. So one of the most popular music in North Africa. And rhyme means opinion, obviously, what we do in rhyme music, basically write songs and lyrics, which is based on the WOMED Festival and some other well-known world music festivals around the UK. We performed around art centres, colleges, a lot of private parties as well. So people actually now, they have an idea, obviously they like this kind of music because it's different and also it's dynamics and it's a mixture as well. So everybody will actually like at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 songs. Actually, for the first time to perform for Her Majesty the Queen, is unbelievable actually to be on the stage in front of a lot of celebrities and in front of hundreds of cameras and videos and people taking your pictures, and also you got all the lights on you, and not only that, but also you have to really concentrate and obviously on the song. And we actually had to perform or sing a particular songs that were basically written especially for that event, and we have to get it right with some other artists. So yeah, it was very scary, but also it was a great experience, and I'm very pleased that I've done that.
We got to see a lot of movies this year, and 2013 was a particularly exciting year for the Arab women in film, many of whom were invited to the British Film Institute Film Festival, Bird's Eye View, which this year focused on them. A great moment for me was interviewing one of these pioneering directors, Haifa Al-Mansour, who has become known for her debut film, Wajida, which is the first feature film to completely be filmed on location in Saudi Arabia. And Haifa is the first female director of Saudi.
شرطة أغاني حب وغرام ساوي نادي الاتحاد الأهلي والهلال ما شاء الله فاتحة مكتب تشجيع كورة.
I grew up in a small town in Saudi Arabia, and I went all my life to public schools, and I was one of 12 kids. I'm number 8. And yeah, and you know how it is, like with a big family in a small town, there is not much to do. So we watched a lot of films. My father would bring a lot of, just to keep us quiet. So we watched a lot of films. Nothing really intellectual, but like we watched Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and Snow White, a lot of American films, mainstream mostly. But it is, those films took me on journeys and really showed me the world. So I had, since I was really little, I developed a close relationship with film. Like I fell in love with the medium, and it was my first introduction. I never thought I would be a filmmaker. It was really big, like it's beyond even dreaming. But it is just like, it was a sacred place where you find joy and you get to see the world.
Jennifer Jajeh is the Palestinian actress that took the world by storm with her one-woman show, I Heart Hamas. We went to see this world-touring performance at the Rich Mix Theatre in London, and another highlight this year was meeting with superstar Syrian actor Amar Ahmad and seeing his performance and storytelling at the Cockpit Theatre with the excellent storyteller and actress Alia Azubi. In her first solo theater show called I Heart Hamas and Other Things I'm Afraid to Tell You, we get to join her on American and Palestinian soil on auditions, bad dates, and across military checkpoints as she navigates the thorny terrain around Palestinian identity. Weaving together storytelling, multimedia, live theater, and pop culture references, she's fresh, often funny, and seemingly honest.
Hey, Jajeh. It's kind of a cool name. It's kind of unusual. You know, a couple of us were talking and we were just, we were wondering, like, what kind of name is Jajeh? Palestinian. Oh, whoa. You're not, like, religious, are you? Oh. I mean, it's cool if you are. We're equal opportunity here. We don't have a problem with that. Last month we hired a Persian. Yeah, so Sarah down in HR? Yeah, you might want to say hi to her when you're down there. I bet you two have a lot in common, considering you're both, you're both, yeah. Anyway, so we're cool, right, Jajeh? Yeah, well, welcome aboard.
Jennifer is based in San Francisco, but has already toured 12 U.S. cities with her play before making its international debut at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Scotland. In its now 5th year of touring, the show has won acclaim from critics and audiences both in America and the UK.
Am I first generation? Yes, I actually am. No, there's not going to be any belly dancing in the show tonight, dude. It's not that kind of show.
Commissioned especially for the Shubak Festival, the play Kanya Makan was developed by Oasis Theatre Group, a London-based group formed by Arab actors in London, and was written by award-winning actors and storytellers Alia Al-Zubi and Amar Ahmad. How did the Lebanese storyteller Alia and the Syrian actor Amar meet, and what inspired them to tell this particular story?
We've known each other from before, and then we've been asked by the founder of Oasis Theatre Group and asked if we have a project to do together, because we're like actors and storytellers, but we work individually. And I think it was great to work with such a good actor like Alia.
I mean, for me, it goes without saying, Ahmad is a very well-established actor, and for me it was such a privilege when Oasis Theatre approached me to say, would you like to work with Ahmad on a project?
Kanya Makan, or Once Upon a Time, is a storytelling play. By fusing famous fables with the current events of the Arab world, Alia and Amar have created a beautiful tale to resonate within our times. Finally, I have reluctantly agreed to show you some of the behind-the-scenes footage. Here's some of the times when things don't go right when we're shooting with the Arabesque team. Welcome to another exciting week of Arabesque. We've got a great lineup for you this week. We will be popping by the heart of London to see the works of the brilliant Pascal Hachem. We will also speak to Haif Al-Mansour, the pioneer and director from Saudi Arabia. Yes. Are we on? Did you know that there are less than 10% of women?
No, we don't. No. Seriously? Okay.
Thousands of artworks. Of course, we had to come and see. This is wrong. Suhair uses for oh shoot. It's a warm-up. It's a warm-up. You know the warm-up always goes wrong. The complexities of life and the complexities of The IM Gallery has nurtured the through two major organizations, Crossfade Foundation and Edgeware. Thank you for coming along on that journey. I hope you had it fun. Damn it. Today has marked an opening of a new creative Middle Eastern art shop in London. This is Pascal's second exhibition here at the Selma Feriani, and one can say that it is a sequel. He's ever... That was bad. I can't talk in this cold. Right here in London town. Life is short, art is long. Does that work? Can you cut it? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed 2013 with us. Next week, we'll be back with a brand new episode, and we look forward to 2014 filled with more inspiring meetings and exciting events that the Middle Eastern and North African communities have to offer right here in London town. From all of us at Levant TV, Happy New Year!